Yesterday, the president was in Kano State to commission some projects by Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma is the APC member and the governor of Imo State. And there, the president made it clear that Igbos cannot leave Nigeria. So, in other words, the president is telling the IPOP people to stand by and forget, not even to stand by, to forget about IPOP. That Igbos will be in Nigeria. Igbos are Nigerians. Igbos are going nowhere. That's another on the other hand. Now, recently, the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, sued the federal government about VAT collection in Rivers State. Now, the governor made it very clear that there is an injustice when it comes to paying states what they made from VAT. Now, he gave reference of Rivers State and Lagos State, then Kano State. That Lagos State is making much money than Rivers State, but Kano is making less. But Kano is collecting almost exactly what they are making. Now, that's a problem to Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State. Now, this morning, we just found out that the 36 state governors have sued the federal government to court, still in respect to stamp duty and VAT. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Smart Radio TV and the papers today. And the papers today will start with Daily Sun. That's the first paper I'll be looking at this morning. Now, what's the headline on Daily Sun this morning? FG states in fresh legal battle over revenue. Stamp duty revenue in contention. That's a rider on it. FG states in fresh legal battle over revenue. Together News, is on page 6 of Daily Sun this morning. As Buhari visits Imo, Igbo can't be pushed out of Nigeria. Ohaneze, Southeast leaders appeals for release of detained youths. President promises to help Imo in infrastructure and security. Then finally on Daily Sun this morning, Nigeria's future in danger over banditry. UN warns. That is what we can take from Daily Sun this morning. We move straight to the next paper. The next paper I'll be looking at this morning is This Day. What's the headline on This Day this morning? Buhari in Imo says it's unthinkable that any Igbo man would want to exit Nigeria. That's the president still reaffirming that Igbos are Nigerians and there is no need for Biafra. It comes to some riders. Wants to be remembered for stabilizing nation's security and economy. Reiterates commitment to completing second Niger Bridge, other projects. Promises credible election in 2023. Ohaneze demands equity, justice, fairness for all citizens, says Igbo are most federating people in Nigeria. That's the headline on This Day this morning. Still on This Day this morning, CBN moves to pump more dollars through banks to boost FX supply. It comes with some riders. Insists black market is for illicit transaction. Commences multi-faceted approach to tackling dollarization of economy. Excited about e-Naira. So that's all we're taking from This Day this morning. The next paper I'll be looking at this morning will be the Daily Trust. What's the headline on Daily Trust this Friday morning? Suicide on the rise as Nigeria records 51 cases in 12 months. Poverty, drugs, marital instability, insurgency responsible. That's coming from doctors. Governments, employers, landlords, family must act fast. That's the riders on the headline on Daily Trust this morning. And you get the full details on page 4 of Daily Trust this morning. Now, the next news we're looking at this morning on Daily Trust is 120 bandits gang operate with 60,000 AK-47. Wow. in 6 northern states. That's coming from study. It comes to some riders. 12,000 persons killed, 250,000 livestock rustled in Zamfara. Motorcycles donated by politicians used for attack. Southeast leaders promise to remain in Nigeria as Buhari visits Imo. UBA posts 76.2 billion naira half-year profits. Doubts over NNPC's viability as liabilities exceed assets by 4.6 trillion naira. Finally, on Daily Trust this morning, naira hits $550 to dollar as EFCC warns bank against forex fraud. Now, let's look at Vanguard. What's the headline on Vanguard this morning? Vanguard comes with the headline: Tax war worsen as 36 states sue FG over stamp duty. Tax war worsens as 36 states sue FG over stamp duty. It comes to some riders. 176 billion stamp duty revenue refund from FG. Corporate executive express misgivings over stamp duty war. Monarchs come on VAT controversies. FG should stop impending through federalism. That's coming from Afenifere. Business faces harassment over VAT face-off. That's coming from the LCCI. State's collection of VAT may curb interstate migration. That's coming from ICSAN. Then, still on Vanguard this morning, Ohaneze to Buhari release Igbo youths detained by security agencies. That's what the Ohanezes are telling the president yesterday in Imo State. PDP, governors take over as Fintry chairs convention committee. Finally, on Vanguard, let's look at what Mr. and Mrs. are saying this morning. Mrs. is saying to Mr. God, my husband is a serial womanizer and I want you to stop him. But the situation is getting worse by the day. God, why? Then Mr. replied, we will attend to you, but there is a long queue of people with pressing and more important matters. That's what we call it a day today, but we can't go without looking at the sporting papers. Now, what are the sporting papers saying this morning? We'll start with Sporting Life. Sporting Life comes with the headline: Red card comments. Syria are unfair to Osimhen. To get details of that news, go to page 5 of Sporting Life this morning. Barca unveil striking new third kit. That's still on Sporting Life. Ronaldo hints at extending Man United stay. CR7 wants more. Pate, Gabriel, Keita, Ben White available for Norwich tie. I think that's all we'll take from Sporting Life this morning. Then finally, on sports, we look at Sporting Sun. Sporting Sun comes with the headline: Osimhen pays 7.3 million naira for red card. Agents defend Ego Star over ref's action. Still on Sporting Sun, Arsenal slumped for missing out on Abraham. Real Madrid reaches verbal agreement to sign Haaland. Terry backs Lukaku to fire Chelsea to title. That is still on Sporting Sun this morning. Liverpool to pocket £17 million. Coutinho windfall. But before we go, finally, Eto'o is saying that Depay can lead Barcelona. That's all on sports this morning. Now, that's why we call it a day today on our In the Papers today. But before you go, don't forget to like and comment on our social media handle. Subscribe also at Smile Radio TV on Instagram, Smile Radio TV on Facebook and YouTube. Until we come your way again, have yourself a loving and a peaceful weekend ahead of you. My name is Prince Ihua. Thank you very much.